Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Alan Carr's ex-husband Paul Drayton has begged the DVLA to hand his driving license back, 2 years after he was banned from the roads. The 51-year-old, who split from the comedian back in 2022, has said he has turned my life around after the wake-up call. Paul, who has a well-documented battle with alcoholism, narrowly escaped jail after reversing into a police car with an alcohol test reading off the scale on October 9, 2022. Taking to Instagram, Paul shared the message he had sent to the DVLA, where he told them he was at his wit's end after attempts so far to get his license haven't gone anywhere. He wrote, "I lost my license back in October 2021 due to a very grave mistake. I got a 3-year driving ban. I paid and took a course to lessen it, which took me to May 3, 2024. As you can imagine, I was looking forward to getting my life back and being independent again. I applied for my license in good time and paid the fees and went for a medical. Knowing I was fit and healthy and my life had changed considerable for the last 2.5 years since my divorce." Paul explained he completed forms from his GP and explained he had been given a late diagnosis of ADHD and so struggled understanding them. He went on to express his frustrations about waiting for the medical team to review his case, as not being able to drive has huge financial implications, as well as his hopes of visiting his elderly parents up north. Paul ranted, "I do not live in an area where I am close to public transport. I have been relying on the help of others, which, as you can imagine, is not good at all. My elderly parents are in the Northeast and I have 3 dogs, and need to be there to help them as they are going through personal issues. My mood is low, I feel trapped, and my mental health is being affected by this massively. I feel my hands are tied behind my back and I am banging my head against a brick wall." Paul said he is at his wit's end as he asked for the DVLA to escalate his review and has contacted his local MP. Mail Online has contacted the DVLA for comment. In January 2022, Paul walked free from court after winning his appeal against a prison sentence for drink driving. He spent 2 harrowing nights in custody after reversing a 4x4 into a police car with an alcohol test reading off the scale. A judge told him he should be given the opportunity to turn his life around and that his sentence would be suspended. Paul had been handed a 14-week jail term after pleading guilty to a single count of driving a motor vehicle when alcohol level above limit. John Dye, representing Paul, told the court, "This is a very serious drink driving offense. It crosses the custody threshold. I think to say anything other than that would be absurd." But he emphasized his previous good character, mental health struggles, and problems with alcohol. "The 2 nights in custody have been extremely difficult for someone who has poor mental health," he added. She told him he would receive a 12-week prison sentence, suspended for 24 months. Prosecutor Suzanne Soros said officers tracked him down and saw his vehicle swerving from side to side. Suspecting he was over the alcohol limit, they signaled for him to pull over and he complied. The defendant then reverses into the police vehicle, Ms. Soros said. Paul was then boxed in by other police vehicles to prevent him making a getaway. A breath alcohol test returned a reading of 153 micrograms in 100 milliliters of breath, 4 times the legal limit. The week prior, the couple announced they were divorcing after 13 years together. Paul shared his own statement on Instagram explaining that he checked himself into rehab at the beginning of the year in order to get the help and support I need during this challenging time. Alan and Paul were married by Adele in her Los Angeles garden in 2018. The singer wrote on Instagram, "Seeing as the cat's out the bag. I married 2 of my best friends in January. You know me, any excuse to dress up." Carr told ITV's This Morning at the time, "Adele got ordained and she married us. She is the kindest and most sweetest. She sang my first dance." In a statement about the divorce, Carr's spokesman said, "After 13 years as a couple and 3 years of marriage, Alan Carr and Paul Drayton would like to announce they are separating. They have jointly and amicably